Well, how are you feeling? John Riggs here. What could be a Game Boy Mini Micro? It's a mini Game Boy Mini. Well, it's something pretty fun anyway. This is called the PocketSprite. The PocketSprite. Let me show you something here. Now, this is the box. You don't know how big my hand... Well, here's how big my hands are here compared. And there's the device. Right there. That's all it is. There it is right there. Here's a quarter for comparison. Just like that. This is an emulator that plays Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Sega Master System, and Game Gear. It's also open source. So if you find someone who's good at coding, or maybe they're going to try to code themselves, then maybe we'll see other things like Nintendo TurboGrafx 16, hopefully. Let me just show you. Now, this, of course, is super small, and I apologize about the conditions of my fingernails here. I was outside doing some stuff, and I ended up chipping my thumbnail, of all things. So that's where you go to download your games. It does come with a micro. That's to charge it. However, you cannot just load games onto it through the micro cable. I wish you could. It'd be a lot easier. However, loading games is not very hard at all, and I'll show you how to do that here right quick. Well, it tells you what to do. You log into the... you sign into that Wi-Fi, type in that... that code. And I'll show you that here, coming up here pretty soon. Let me just show you what it looks like, because that's what you're looking for here. It comes default with the Game Boy and the Sega Master System player. So we'll check out the Game Boy player first. This does Game Boy and Game Boy Color. And it comes with a default homebrew. A couple of them, I think. And we'll start it off with... I preloaded a couple of games on here already. So here's like Pokemon Yellow, for instance. I don't know if you're going to be able to really get the quality of it that you want to see here. I can turn up the volume a little bit. The button on top here, your off and on, will also work that way. Now it's doing like the refreshing rate. You see the refresh rate on the screen. It's not doing that with my blind eye, just on this. So... as expected, the audio quality, not great. It's not bad, for what it is. And super, super tiny text. You're going to have to deal with that, too. Now, if you want to back up and play a game, this is like kind of the power button, and then the start and select. Hit them all at the same time. And you can go on to, let's try, here's a Game Boy game. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. One of my favorite Game Boy classic games. Doesn't get as much love as the other, for some reason, some of the other Turtles games. I'll show you just a little bit of this. Because here's kind of an action platform that hopefully will jump right into the action here. Hit start. I mean, super tiny to get your fingers all involved. It's like worse than playing on a Joy-Con, But oddly enough, pretty responsive controls. Like, for what it is... I was really impressed with how responsive the controls were, for something like this. So I don't know if it comes to like Nintendo, TurboGrafx 16, other systems, if they'll be as responsive, and maybe just this game, I don't know. So I'm gonna try another game here, and this time we'll go to the Sega Master System, which also does Game Gear. I don't know if they're like from the same chip, but a lot of times Master System and Game Gear are kind of like one in one here. So then you got a game like here's Zillions, one of my favorites. I'll hit start if I'll try to anyway. Oh, yeah, that's right. There's no start button. It's press A to start, or press 2 to start, or 1 to start, or whatever. I can't read any of that. Sure, why not? And I probably just accepted to use the password system or something, and all right, well, let's try something else. Back to the Sega Master System, and we'll do maybe Batman Returns. I keep hearing about how awesome this game is from Ben from the Video Game Dads podcast. He's a huge fan of Batman Returns for the Game Gear, specifically the one for the Game Gear. And admittedly, I've never had a chance to check it out. But I do like the Batman games. Out of all the kind of superhero comic-y style games, the Batman games are decent. I mean, there's been a couple of not great ones. Batman Begins, stuff like that. Batman Forever, for sure. But, again, for what it is, something that fits in the palm of your hand and on your keychain, pretty decent. Now let's go ahead and let's load up one more game just so I can show you how that works. I'm going to flip it up to my computer monitor here. This is the website, and I'm going to, I'm already connected to the, oh, I'm not yet. So connect there. It's an unsecure location, so I'm not too happy about that, but whatever works. That's just probably how it works. And let's go ahead. This is PocketSprite.com, but I needed to type in the address that it told me to, which is going to be right here. And with any luck, it'll work. I was having kind of some issues with it earlier. You can see how dirty my screen is. Never noticed how dirty my screen is until I see a white screen, you know? Is it not going to work for me? Here, I'll try typing it in manually. http://192.168.4.1/ Now that's right, but it's not quite, it didn't quite load up like the way I wanted it to. That's not good. You know what I'm going to do? Hold on. Let me power it down completely here. My internet went away. Oh, I have limited access. What? Get back there. I'm going to try disconnecting, reconnecting. Maybe that's why it wasn't working. Alright, try again. Sorry about this. Like I said, I was having kind of some issues earlier too. Ah, there we go. Perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for. It even shows you what's on here. You can delete the games that are on there if you don't want the homebrews. If you're like, I need to make room for something else. I haven't tested this, but I mean, a 2 meg Game Boy Color game, that's fine. So I'm going to choose the file. This is how easy this is. This is actually pretty handy. And then I have the game ready to go. I already have it downloaded. It's Golden Axe Warrior for the Sega Master System. It's loaded. Click Upload. See the progression bar? All right. And now, as easy as that was, check out Sega Master System. And there it is right there. Golden Axe Warrior. So now I have it. You know, that's, so you have to do one at a time. There's no batch files, but you know, for something like this, you're probably just going to want to kind of pick and choose, play what you can. You know, I think it's kind of neat. I don't know where I'll actually use this practically. You know, I'm not going to hang this on my keychain. I'll be honest with you. But I might just have this, you know, maybe in the glove compartment of the car or something like that. I don't know. I'll find reason for having something like this. But in the meantime, I think it's pretty cool. PocketSprite.com. A couple things. You know, I wish you could just charge from there. I mean, you can charge from. I wish you could load ROMs just through the cord instead of through the website. And I wish it had at least the Nintendo default as an emulator. I'm surprised it didn't. But you know, for what it is, I think it's kind of fun. So I don't know, let me know what you think. I'll leave a link to PocketSprite.com in there too, just if you want to check it out for yourself. It's available now, and a couple of different options. There's the black. I think there was like a black case, and I got the see-through one just for 90s nostalgia's sake. Reminds me of my old Play It Loud Game Boy, you know. So, all right. Well, thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe. More videos are always on the way. Thank you. Take care.